Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the Blues of May 2021. I received a package from my good buddy Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan, and I am cheating a little bit here because in this video I'm showing you the stuff that I got in May, and I got this package in June, so I ought to show it in my next update video. But I'm going to make an exception, and I'm sure you guys don't mind. Anyway, let me show you the letter that Carlos had written me. Hi Donnie, hope all is well my friend, and you didn't receive any side effects from your first jab. Well, as you know, I'm getting my first jab on Monday, and I'm sure it's going to be fine. Anyway, here are your requested Asian cinema titles with a James Cameron blockbuster, added with a Clint Eastwood freebie that I had received by accident, 2 copies of. Enjoy the extended edition as well as the other movies. Take care and stay healthy and well. Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. Speak soon. Well, thank you again, mi amigo, for helping me out with this package. Yeah, let me show you what they are. This is One-Armed Boxer with Jimmy Wong Yu. You know, he was best known as the One-Armed Swordsman from the One-Armed Swordsman trilogy. And he also played the character in the Zatoichi movie. Zatoichi meets the One-Armed Swordsman, I believe that's the title. But I've never seen this film, but it looks really nice. So yeah, thank you Carlos for getting me this. And here's another Hong Kong title, Time and Tide by Chui Hark. I have seen this, but it's been quite some years ago. 2000 this film came out. Yeah, thank you Carlos. A bit of a shame that this one didn't get an alternate, cover art, because it just had, of course it got a booklet, but it just has a picture there. But usually, Eureka is doing these different artworks and all that. But anyway, still very nice release, Time and Tide. And here is another Hong Kong title, Hard Boiled by John Woo. This is this has to be the ultimate Hong Kong action movie, right? And I heard that this is the best Blu-ray of this film out there. There's a nice artwork there. Look at that. So yeah, thank you very much for getting me this Blu-ray, Carlos. Now, I did saw some clips from this Blu-ray to see how it is, and it looks really good. So yeah, thanks again. And he also got me this one, The Abyss Extended Cut. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have heard about this or seen it on other people's videos, but this is the bootleg Blu-ray from Stinky Tuna. And I'm still hoping that we'll be getting an official 4K release of The Abyss. If not, this is a great alternative. Like Hard Boiled, I did watch a few clips from this Blu-ray, and the transfer looks really good. It really looks very good. Yeah, I cannot wait to check out the entire film on this particular Blu-ray. Yeah, thank you very much, Carlos, for giving me this. I really do appreciate it. And of course, the freebie, a double feature Clint Eastwood Blu-ray, Firefox and Heartbreak Ridge. Now, I watched Firefox earlier this year, and every time I watch a movie, I go online to find information about the movie specifically IMDb, and I found out that there is an extended version of Firefox, and the version that I have is the shorter version. I have a German Blu-ray, by the way. So I went to this website, I believe it's called dvdcompare.net. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, it's a website where they compare DVDs. And I found out that the American Blu-ray, which is this one, has the extended cut. The other Blu-rays doesn't have that version. So if you want to see the extended cut, this is the release you have to go for, which as you can see, it also includes Heartbreak Ridge. So yeah, thank you very much for giving me this as a freebie, Carlos. You cannot have enough Clint Eastwood, can you? But yeah, another great stack of movies here, thanks to my man Carlos Eastwood for Life fan. Okay, I have 7 films that I bought on X-Rental VHS, and as far as I know, they don't have any official DVD or Blu-ray releases, except this one. This is High Crime, aka Streets of Eternity, aka The Marseille Connection. There is a French Blu-ray DVD combo edition of this film with Italian audio and French subtitles, but my French isn't very good, and I do know some Italian, but not enough to actually buy that edition. So I got this rare Dutch X-Rental tape instead, because I really want to see the film and I couldn't wait any longer. But this is a solid crime drama with Franco Nero playing a police detective who's trying to bring down a European drug network, and the closer you get to it, the more in danger he is, and his loved ones as well. But I'm glad I finally seen it. It was definitely worth the wait. I'm sure there will be an English-friendly Blu-ray release someday. But yeah, High Crime. Here is another Italian crime film, The Sicilian Connection, aka The Pizza Connection. No, seriously, that is the other title. I haven't seen it yet, so I cannot tell you much about it. I can tell you that it was directed by Damiano Damiani, and this is the man who is also responsible for a fantastic spaghetti western called A Bullet for the General, and he also made films like How to Kill a Judge with Franco Nero, Confessions of a Police Captain, and Amityville 2, The Possession. That was a little loose inside. Oh. That's alright. Yep. Can't wait to check this one out. This is Act of Vengeance with good old Charlie Bronson. This is a TV movie which is based on a true story about corruption within the Union Company for Mine Workers and its presidential elections in 1969. And it was better than I expected. Fine acting all around, fine actors all around. Bronson, Ellen Bernstein, Wilford Brimley, Hoyt Axton. I know him from Gremlins. He plays Billy's father. He was in many things, but I know him mainly from Gremlins. And he was also a singer-songwriter. And Keanu Reeves is also in this film. I did not expect that. But yeah, it was directed by what's his name? John Mackenzie, who also helmed the British gangster classic The Long Good Friday. But yeah, it was a good film. Really good film. Act of Vengeance. Blind Vengeance, another made-for-television movie about a man who avenged the murder of his son, which has a racist motive to it. Very decent film with a very decent actor, Gerald McRaney. He's one of those actors that you've seen before, but you don't know where, you know. But he was in Deadwood and the A-Team movie, but it was okay. Very decent television movie. Wildcard. I haven't seen it yet, but it stars Powers Boothe, who was a fantastic actor. Damn shame he's not with us anymore. Now this is not to be confused with the Jason Statham movie. I know that the Jason Statham movie is a remake, and I thought that it was a remake of this one, but it's not. It's a remake to a Burt Reynolds movie from the 1980s called Heat, and I'm not talking about the De Niro Pacino Heat, of course. But yeah, looking forward to check this one out. This is He Said, She Said with Kevin Bacon and Elizabeth Perkins. I don't recall ever seeing this film. Maybe I have, but then again, maybe I haven't. Anyway, same thing counts for this 3-hour epic, At Play in the Fields of the Lord. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it. Or have I? I don't know. I don't know what you... Anyway, I'm rambling. Terribly sorry about that. And I'm sorry I cannot tell you more about these films, but this is... this is a 3-hour film, like I said. Produced by Saul Sands, who did Amadeus and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And he also did... The English Patience and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a good film. At Play in the Fields of the Lord. And that is it for my X-Rental tapes. I got a few additions to my Jackie Chan collection, and the first one is Snake in the Eagle's Shadow. I love the newly commissioned artwork, by the way. And here is the original artwork. Yeah, very nice, very nice. And I picked up the Lucky Stars trilogy with Winners and Sinners, My Lucky Stars, and Twinkle Twinkle Lucky Stars. As you can see, this is the standard edition, and the limited edition was sold out very quickly. I can still get it on eBay or other marketplaces, but I have to pay a lot of crazy money for it, and I'm definitely not going to do that. By the way, I recently saw a movie called Unlucky Stars from 2015, and that was produced via crowdfunding, and it's a highly enjoyable labor of love and an homage to not only these films, but to Hong Kong martial arts cinema in general. So if you have the chance to see Unlucky Stars, see it. I definitely recommend it. It has some amazing fight scenes. But yeah, anyway, Lucky Stars. Next is Speed on 4K. I compared the 4K Blu-ray with the normal Blu-ray, which is also in this set, and there's a big difference between them. You know, the 4K is a vast improvement to the Blu-ray. It's much sharper, much more detailed. Excuse me. The colors look more natural. It looks amazing. It really does. And the movie is fantastic. You know, it still holds up today. I kind of lost count of how many times I've seen it, but it still brings me to the edge of my seat. You know, the intense moments still works to this day, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, great 4K release, this one, of Speed. And here is the 4K Blu-ray of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Now, before I received this, I saw a couple of videos of guys who reviewed it, and they were very enthusiastic about it. And I read a review on dvdbeaver.com, a site that is always reliable, and they were very enthusiastic about it. And yet, I remained a bit skeptical for some reason. I don't know why. I was like, I'll believe it when I see it for myself, you know. And now that I have seen it for myself, I can say that I am absolutely satisfied with this 4K transfer. It looks very impressive. The grain texture, the colors, the sharpness, the details, it will never look better than this. Unless, of course, we will be getting 8K Blu-rays, but that will never happen if you ask me. So, yeah, fantastic release. It absolutely is. The only downside, however, is that it only contains the US theatrical cut and not the extended cut. So hopefully someday that will get a 4K treatment as well. But anyway, to me, this is the best 4K Blu-ray of the year so far. I also picked up Django on 4K, and I haven't seen the, well, obviously I've seen the movie many times, but I haven't seen it yet on 4K Ultra HD. But I did saw some clips, and what I've seen, it looks great. It really does. You know, for example, there's a close-up of Franco Nero, and you can literally see every hair, every pore. You know, the details are absolutely amazing. So I cannot wait to check out the entire film on 4K. Yeah, great release from Arrow Video. Yeah. And speaking of Arrow Video, here is the 4K box set of Battle Royale. Kinji Fukasaku's satirical and brutally funny piece of cinema that hasn't lost any of its strength. You know, it's still as brilliant as it was 21 years ago. And, you know, some people often compare it to the Hunger Games, and you know what? Fuck the Hunger Games. This is the real deal. You know, apparently I didn't pay close attention to the specifications because I thought that Battle Royale 2 was on 4K as well, but it's not. It's just on Blu-ray. However, the film itself, Battle Royale 2, it's been quite some time since I've seen it, and I didn't really like it. I thought it was tedious, so I watched it again the other day to see if my opinion has changed, and it hasn't. I still find it tedious. And I don't want to say that, you know, I really want to like it, but alas. But anyway, this is a very nice release from Arrow with the you know, CD soundtrack, a set of trump cards, which could have been left out if you ask me, and a very nice thick hardcover booklet there. I'm sure you guys have seen this on other people's video, so yeah, great release, absolutely a great release, and a great film, the first one anyway, Battle Royale. I picked up quick change with Bill Murray, who also co-wrote, co-produced, and co-directed this film. He plays a man who thinks he has committed the perfect bank robbery, but things are not going the way he hoped they would go. But this is a very funny and enjoyable crime comedy that is in the same tradition as After Hours and Into the Night, where the main character or characters tries to go wherever he or she wants to go, but along the way they run into different obstacles and meet different people. Those types of movies, and they're always fun. But this has a really good cast. Murray, Gina David, Randy Quaid, Jason Robards, Stanley Tucci, and Tony Shalhoub. I don't know. I believe that's how you say his name. But it was wonderful to see this film again after many, many years. And so is this one, The Hot Spot, directed by Dennis Hopper, who does not appear in the movie. He's only behind the camera this time. But this is an excellent, erotic, and steamy hot neo-noir about a guy terrifically played by Don Johnson, who comes into this small Texas town and gets himself in lots of trouble. Virginia Madsen is great as the femme fatale, and Jennifer Connelly, damn, she is absolutely gorgeous in this one. Here's the other artwork, by the way. Whew. Now Dennis Hopper said that during the production the weather was the hottest and steamiest you could ever imagine, and I can definitely imagine that because it shows. You can practically feel the heat. But anyway, I'm glad that Kino gave it the proper Blu-ray release that it deserved, with a very nice 2K transfer. I picked up Someone to Watch Over Me, directed by Ridley Scott. Not one of his most memorable films, but this is a solid thriller with Tom Berenger and Mimi Rogers. I've always liked Tom Berenger, by the way. I think he's a really good, underrated actor. It's a shame that he has been doing these DTV movies lately, but admittingly, they're not as bad as the ones that Bruce Willis makes. Comparing to the Bruce Willis DTV movies, Berenger's DTV movies are masterpieces. And here's a photo of Ridley Scott there. There is one DTV film with Berenger that I would certainly recommend. Allagas, aka Blood and Money. That was quite a decent film, I thought. And I have been watching the sniper films lately. They were shown on Dutch television, which I have recorded, and I've only seen the first 4. Still need to check out the other ones. But this is another wonderful release from Indicator. And I also picked up Columbia Noir number 3 from Indicator as well. Yep. Very nice, very nice. Let me see here. This is Johnny O'Clock. I do have to say that I've only seen one film of this set, and that is The Sniper. I'll talk about that later. So I cannot tell you much about the other films. I can tell you one or two things about the directors. This one is directed by Robert Rossen, who was a brilliant filmmaker. He did All the King's Men with Broderick Crawford, and The Hustler with Paul Newman. This is The Dark Past, directed by Rudolf Mattei, a cinematographer turned director. He directed other film noirs and westerns like DOA, Union Station, The Violent Men, Far Horizons, Three Violent People. He was a very good director. And I'm back again. The phone rang, so I had to stop recording. Anyway, Convicted with Glenn Ford and Broderick Crawford. And this is Between Midnight and Dawn. Gordon Douglas. You know, Gordon Douglas was a very productive filmmaker. I mean, this film, for example, was one of the 5 films that he directed in 1950. So he was a very busy man in that year. The Sniper, this is the one that I've seen, and it was pretty good. Pretty good film. With Arthur Franz as the title role. And this is Mary Windsor. And she was also in one of mine all-time favorite film noir classics, and that is The Narrow Margin. I would love to see a Blu-ray release of that one. And here we have the final one, City of Fear. Oh, by the way, this contains an introduction by Martin Scorsese, but it would be wise if you watch the movie first, and then you watch the introduction by Scorsese, because the introduction has some clips from the films, and that might spoil a few things. So watch the movie first, and then the introduction. And of course, you got the thick booklet here. Yeah, great release. And finally, I picked up volume 2, 3, and 4 of Film Noir, The Dark Side of Cinema. Of course, I already have the first volume, so I needed to get these ones as well. Also, I need to apologize because I haven't seen every movie. I've only seen 2 of these 3 sets, so I am sorry about that. I wish I could tell you more about these films. But anyway, volume 2 contains The Female Animal, The Price of Fear, and Thunder on the Hill. This is volume 3, and this one has Abandoned, The Sleeping City. This looks like a genuine noir film with a genuine noir title, Sleeping City, with 2 actors who are known from the noir cinema, Richard Conte and Colleen Gray. This is one of those films that I've seen, the Lady Gambles with Barbara Stanwyck. Very decent noir drama with an excellent performance by her. Of course, she was the star of one of the quintessential noir classic, Double Indemnity. But she plays a woman with a serious gambling problem. And this is volume 4. So you have An Act of Murder, Calcutta with Alan Ladd, Gary Russell, William Bendix. Really good cast there. And this is the other one that I've seen, Six Bridges to Cross with Tony Curtis. Yeah, fine movie. This is about the friendship between a cop and a thief. Tony Curtis steals the show as the thief, whenever he shows his charming smile, you forgive what he has done or what you think he has done, but the cop is not falling for it anymore. But yeah, fine movie, this one. 6 bridges to cross. And that is it. I mean, look at the artwork there. They look very nice together. Don't you agree? Yep, that looks very nice. Anyway, that is it for my May update video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and stay well. And I hope you enjoyed this video, by the way. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.